Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of Magic Treehouse Dinosaurs Before Dark. Yesterday we left off at chapter 5. So today we're reading chapter 5 to chapter 8. And when we're done with we're almost close. So, chapter 5, Gold in the Grass. Go, go, said Jack. He threw his notebook into his pack. He pushed Annie toward the rope ladder. Bye, Henry, she said. Go, said Jack. He gave Annie another push. Quit it, she said. But she started up the ladder. Jack scrambled after her. Jack and Annie tumbled into the tree house they were painting as they looked out the window at the dinosaur. It was standing on the hilltop, eating flowers off a tree. Oh man, whispered Jack. We are in a time long ago. The dinosaurs looked like a huge rhinoceros with 3 horns instead of 1. It had 2 long horns above its eyes, and another one grew out from its nose. It had a big shield, like thing behind its head. Triceratops, said Jack. Does he eat people? Whispered Annie. I'll look it up. Jack grabbed the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. There, said Jack, pointing to a picture of a triceratops. He read the caption. The triceratops lived in the late Cretaceous, I don't know what that says, period. This plant-eating dinosaur weighed over 12, I don't know what number that is, pounds. Jack slammed the book shut. Just plants, no meat. Good, said Annie. Let's go see him up close. Are you crazy? Said Jack. Don't you want to take notes about him? Asked Annie. We're probably the first people in the whole world to ever see a real-life triceratops. Jack sighed. Annie was right. Okay, let's go, he said. Jack shoved the dinosaur book into his pack. He slung his pack over his shoulder. Annie started down the ladder, and Jack followed her. Just promise you won't pet him, said Jack. Called down to Annie. I promise, said Jack. I promise you won't kiss him, said Jack. I promise, said Annie. Promise you won't talk to him? I promise, said Annie. Promise you won't. Don't worry, said Annie. Annie and Jack stepped off the ladder. The pteranodon gave them a friendly look. Annie blew him a kiss. Be back soon, Henry, she called. Shh, said Jack as he led the way, slowly and carefully through the ferns. When Jack and Annie reached the bottom of the hill, they knelt behind a bush. Annie started to speak, but Jack quickly put his fingers to his lips. He and Annie peeked out at the triceratops. The dinosaur was bigger than a truck. He was eating flowers off a magnolia tree. Jack slipped his notebook out of his pack. He wrote, Eats flowers. Annie nudged him. Jack ignored her. He studied the triceratops again. He wrote, Eat slowly. Annie nudged him harder. Jack looked at her. She pointed to herself. She walked her fingers through the air. She pointed to the dinosaur. She smiled. Is she teasing? Jack wondered. Annie waved at Jack. Jack started to grab her. She laughed and jumped away. She fell into the grass in full view of the triceratops. Get back, whispered Jack. Too late! The big dinosaur had spotted Annie. He gazed down at her from the hilltop. Half a magnolia flower was sticking out of his mouth. Oops, said Annie. Get back, Jack said again. He looks nice, Jack, Annie said. Nice? Watch out for his horns, Annie, said Jack. The Triceratops gasped, calling me down at Annie. Then he turned and lopped down off the side of the hill. Bye, said Annie. She turned back to Jack. See? Jack grunted. But he wrote in his notebook, nice. Come on, let's look around some more, said Annie. As Jack started after Annie, he saw something glittering in the tall grass. Jack reached down and picked it up. It was a gold medal. The letter was engraved on the medallion. Fancy M. Oh man, someone was here before us, Jack said softly. Chapter 6, Dinosaur Valley. Guys, I don't think we have time for chapter 6 or 7. So whatever we left off at, I'm gonna have to read it for part 4 or 5. I don't remember. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look what I found. Annie had gone up to the hilltop. She was picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look, a medallion, shouted Jack. But Annie wasn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at something on the other side of the hill. Oh, wow, she said, clutching her magnolia flower. She took off down the hill. Annie, come back, Jack shouted. But Annie had disappeared.